Hi everybody, I'm Chad Newton and welcome to Cooking with the RN here on YouTube. And normally I'd be cooking, but right now I have already cooked and I'm going to talk to you today about how I meal prep. As always, if you like what you see, make sure you share it on your social media and also subscribe to my YouTube right below the video on the right side of your screen. Alright? So I had cooked some food earlier, about an hour or so ago. I let the food cool down and what I'm going to do is meal prep. And I meal prep, in order to take food to work. On the days that I'm off, I cook and then I let the food cool off a bit and I put it in Tupperware bowls. And so I always have food, on my days off, on my days that I go to work, and I always have food to take to work with me. I hope your family and yourself are safe during this coronavirus crisis and that all of you are safe out there, and I hope you continue to be safe as you practice your social distancing and washing of your hands frequently. All right, so what did I cook? I cooked some chicken, so I'm just gonna start putting it in the containers, and this is what I do. I use this spoon for the chicken, so I'm just gonna take my chicken. I had made the chicken with some gravy and some peppers and onions. I put some turmeric in it to give it some color. So I'm just gonna pack it into a couple of separate bowls, portions, to take with me to work. Actually, sometimes I just throw it all into one bowl. But this is great because, if you go to work and you're always buying food from the cafeteria or from the store across the street, one, it's probably not as healthy as if you cook it yourself, and two, it costs money. So I do this, I practice this all the time. I always bring food to work that I made at home. All right, so the chicken is done. Now I'm gonna just set this aside over here, and I'm gonna start working on this. I had made tofu. This was tofu and lentils that I had made just a little while ago, like I said. So I'm going to put this in the bowl. Like I said, I like to label it in the freezer, and I'll show you how I do that. I put the label on it, and I also, put it in the Tupperware, and I put it in the freezer, so I always have food. Now this is, as I said, tofu and lentils that I made a little bit earlier. So this one I'm going to put in two separate bowls. So let me just, I don't know if I should pour it. If I pour it, it might fall a little bit, but that's okay. Happy to have you watching this with me. Again, if you like what you see, make sure you share it on your social media and also subscribe to me on YouTube here. Just click the nice subscribe button on the bottom of the right side of your screen. All right, so the tofu and lentils are good. Then in the back here, I've got some rice and peas. We call it rice and peas in the Caribbean, even if it's rice and pink beans with some coconut milk in it. So I'm going to put that in a container as well. So let me get another spoon. I should have a spoon somewhere over here that I can use. All right. I'm just going to put it in the bowl. This is a great way to save money instead of paying some people pay like $10, $15 every day to buy food at work, and that's money. I mean, it's good to support the local restaurants, don't get me wrong, but if you don't want to be spending all your money on buying food at work, say you work 5 days a week and you spend $10 a day on food, that's that's a lot of money. So this is very helpful to me, and I like doing that. Like I say, I cook on my days off from work. Today I'm off, so I'm happy to be able to cook. And then when I go to work, I just take that stuff out of the freezer, and I have food. All right. I'm gonna save a little bit of the rice for me to eat tonight. Now, like I said, I label it. So I'm just gonna put the covers on top, right? I don't know if you practice this at home, but it certainly works for me. It doesn't have to work for you, but it's just a suggestion. And like I said, if you cook for yourself, most likely the food is cooked a little healthier than what you might get if you buy food, at these street side establishments. All right, so I've got my little marker here, and I've got a roll of white tape. Um, so I'm just gonna label it. I label it. I have chicken, right? Then I have tofu. Then I have the other tofu, and this is the rice, right? I ran out of room. So where are my scissors? Okay, I have my scissors right here. So I'm going to label that. So I'm gonna cut this, cut the tape, and see, it says rice, tofu, tofu, chicken. So I'm gonna cut it and put the chicken on the chicken. I'm gonna put the tofu on the tofu. This is helpful for me. You know, this isn't for everybody. Not everybody has the patience or the analness to do this. I'm kind of OCD when it comes to that stuff. And then I put that on the rice, and then I have to label one more rice. So I'm gonna just put it right here. And boom. It's all labeled and ready to be stored. Remember, if you like what you see, make sure you share it on your social media, and also click the subscribe button on the bottom right side of this video. So I've got my tofu, got my chicken, right? Got my rice. That's gonna go in the fridge, all right? And remember, always eat your fruits and vegetables. That's to fortify yourself during this time of crisis. Make sure that you always eat your fresh fruits and vegetables, because that'll help you defend yourself against diseases. So I'll see you later. Thank you for watching Cooking with the RN. I'll see you later. Thank you.